3 years into my marriage, I discovered my wife was my sister. Not a joke, not a rumor. An actual DNA test said we were related, and the worst part, we had already built a life together, my wife, Ada, and I met at a friend's birthday party. It was one of those random nights you almost skip, but somehow everything changes. She was funny, smart, calm in a way that made you feel safe around her. We talked the whole night. 2 months later, we were inseparable. 1 year later, we got married. Our families met at the wedding, but nobody noticed anything strange. Different villages, different surnames, different backgrounds. There was no reason to suspect anything, or so we thought. About 3 years into the marriage, Ada started asking questions about her family history. She had grown up mostly with her mother. Her father had left when she was very young, and she barely knew anything about him. One evening she said, "Wouldn't it be interesting if we did one of those ancestry DNA tests? Just to see where our families came from?" I laughed. "To find out if we're secretly royalty." She laughed too. It was supposed to be fun. Just curiosity, so we both ordered the kits, spit in the tubes, mailed them off, and forgot about it. 3 weeks later, I was at work when the results came in. I opened the email. At first it looked normal. Ethnicity estimates, family regions, nothing special. Then I saw a notification. "You have a close DNA match." I clicked it, and my stomach dropped. The match said, Ada 25% shared DNA. 25%, that's not distant cousin territory. That's half-sibling. I refreshed the page 3 times. Same result. I thought the company made a mistake, but the more I read, the worse it got. It suggested we shared the same father. I drove home in complete silence. When I got there, Ada was already on the couch holding her phone. Her face looked pale. She looked up at me and said quietly, "You saw it too, didn't you?" I nodded. Neither of us spoke for a few seconds. Then she whispered, "My mother once mentioned my father lived in your state before he disappeared." My chest tightened, because my own father had lived in that same area, around the same time. That night, I confronted my dad. At first, he denied everything. But when I showed him the DNA results, he went quiet. Then he sat down and said something I'll never forget. "Before I married your mother, I had another relationship." My heart sank. He explained that the woman got pregnant. They argue. He left. And he never heard from her again, until that moment. He didn't even know the child existed. Ada, my wife. Everything collapsed after that. Not because we had done something wrong, but because we couldn't continue pretending it didn't matter. The marriage was annulled months later. We didn't fight, we didn't scream, we just sat in silence most days, trying to process a reality neither of us asked for. Sometimes people ask me what the hardest part was. It wasn't the divorce, it wasn't the shock. It was realizing that the person I loved most was someone I was never supposed to meet that way. And all of it was revealed by a DNA test we took for fun. Sometimes the truth doesn't just answer questions, sometimes it changes your entire life.